Hi, Aquarius. This is your reading for the time period of September 1st to September 14th, 2019. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome and thank you for subscribing to Amani's Lightwork. Okay, so let's see what is coming through for you for this time period. Someone's going on with smoke. So it could be smoking, it could be smoke in a home or but I call it. So once it's smoke in a home you caused. So however you want to look at smoke. Smoke could be like what do you call it? Smoke could be or you think you caused it. Smoke in the home could be like a metaphor for something, communication or blurry, not clear communication in a house, if you want to look at smoke in a metaphoric sense in that way, or you were smoking and but somebody didn't like, so literally you were smoking and somebody didn't like it. So you could have been smoking in a car, you could have been smoking in somewhere where you weren't supposed to be smoking, you could have been smoking in the house, and you may smoke with other people, you may smoke where other people don't like it, or they don't like the smell of it, or they don't like to be they don't want to be victims to secondhand smoke. There's that. Or someone could be a victim to secondhand smoke. I don't know what's going on there. But if it's not anything like that with smoke and things of that nature, it could be the analogy of smoke. So smoke is like I said from the earlier on, like I said, it's more so something that's really foggy and not clear about communication that you need to give people in the workplace or in the home environment. So it just depends on how you want to look at that. All right, but let's see what's going on. You don't have, like I said, you don't have to be smoking anything. It could just be that analogy of, somebody literally could have turned something on and there's smoke, you know, and there's that in a home environment, in a workplace, fire alarms and things of that nature. It just depends on, but you don't have to be dealing with that literally. The Empress energy is here. All right, so Empress energy implies Aries or a Libra-like element that are female. So if I get mother, so when I said Aries or Libra-like element, one of those elements is a mother. If it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be a Libra or an Aries female. It could just be the Empress energy is just a older matriarch and my mother. So the older matriarch energy that is your mother. So they could be complaining, they could be living, your mother could be alive and you talking to her, or there's a need to go visit mother as well. That could be something that you did, or that could be something that you want to do but ask to live with. So your mother may be trying to ask you, or your mother wants you to move back, or you could be in college and you don't live with your mom or grandma, and there's a need to go visit whatever matriarch energy. It could be an aunt that is a mother to you that you need to go visit. This depends, but don't really want to. So when I say aunt that's like a mother to you, you don't want to be with that person anymore. So you may live with them. If it's not a biological mom, then it's an aunt that you don't want, tired of. So there's an aunt that you're just tired of, and there's a need to take a break from, or it's a mom that you're tired of, or you want to go visit your mom, or your mom wants to come visit you, or your mother wants you to move back in. It depends, however you want to look at a mom. So there is a mother, or a mother. You could have a mother that smokes, but didn't know as well. So you could have a mother that smokes, but you didn't know your mom smokes, or a grandmother smokes, or an aunt smokes, whatever. It's a matriarch energy that either they're finding out something about you with smoking, or you're finding out something about them with smoke in their home. There's that, or like smoke, like they could be smokers and maybe you didn't know, and something there you didn't know, or someone that they're tied to. That is annoying. Someone that your mother or a grandmother or an aunt is tied to is annoying. So it could be their marital partners, it could be their love partners, or if it's not anything going on with a mom, then it's an Aries element. it steals money. So when I said it's an Aries element, it's just an Aries element that steals money. It's a Libra female that steals money. It just depends on what's going on there. But something that's interesting going on with your needing to communicate with them, needing to communicate with a mom about something with smoke. So if it's not smoke, then it's just business. You just communicating with these elements about business, but they don't want to comply. So needing to communicate with one of these elements about business, they don't want to comply. So your mother and aunt or grandma, they don't want to comply. They do it and you're not. Or if it's an Aries or a Libra, they don't really want to comply with you. They don't want to comply, or you're not complying with them. It just depends on what's going on there. Okay. With moms and grandmas and smoking, not smoking. You find out they smoke, you didn't know. Or something's going on with you with that, or something going with smoke in their home, your home, or something's going on with business partners, or wanting to move in with certain people, or something's going on with Aries elements and money and business deals that you shouldn't have gotten in. So when I ran through that with the Aries element, shouldn't have gotten in. You shouldn't have gotten in something with them. Okay. Someone's devious also. The Nine of Cups energy is in the starting point here, but it had Cancer. So Nine of Cups energy is Cancer, Scorpio. Cancer is coming through more strongly than a Scorpio and a Pisces element, but they all know something. So all water sign energies know something. They know something about a mom. It's water sign, it's Cups energy. So it does imply family, or it does imply family. It does imply love partnerships and Aries. When I hit love partnership, something's going on with partnership with an Aries element, or they deem it to be that way. So an Aries female or male, they deem a partnership that you have with them to be like love, but they deem it to be that way. You may not deem it to be that way, but that's what a Cancer said. So Nine of Cups energy with the Empress, that's what a Cancerian energy said. If it's not anything like that, then the Empress energy with the Nine of helping mother, the Empress energy with the Nine of Cups is that you're just trying to help your mom, your aunt, your grandma. You're just trying to help them. So however you need Aries. So you're trying to help them, but you need an Aries element. So if your mother or grandmother or aunt is not an Aries element, if they're not an Aries element, then you need an Aries to help a mother or to a grandmother. You need an Aries to help a grandma. You need an Aries element to help a mom. It just depends, or they are a mother. It just depends on what's going on. But the Nine of Cups energy is showing off also. So Nine of Cups energy, you may be showing off with that element, or they deem you to be shown. I had a Pisces. A Pisces may deem you to be showing off for some reason, or that has something. The reason for that is that they has something to do with a business deal that you have going on with the Pisces. It's giving me like a feminine feeling. It could be a Pisces female that you're tied to but live with. So you may live with a Pisces female, but something's going on where they're aware of a business deal. They're aware of a business deal that you have going on with an Aries element, but need to get out of. So the Pisces is trying to tell you, you need to get out, or you need to back out of a business deal that you have going on with an Aries element, but I can't. So something's going on there where you can't for some reason. Something's going on here with like what do you call that? Something that's mystical with Aries. Something maybe mystical about an Aries element that you did business with, but she did an incantation. So when I said that a mystical business deal that you did with an Aries element, she did an incantation. So the incantation that the incantation that the Aries element did is almost like it can't break also. So you can't break that. So it's mystical. Like you can't, but you didn't. There's an element here, but you didn't know that the Aries element did that. But Pisces told you that they did, or they know how to do those kind of things. Be careful with them. So the Pisces told you that they did. They know how to do those kind of things, and that could be why the Pisces. But the Pisces trying to tell you that they did do those things. But something is Christian also. So something is Christian about a Pisces or one of these water signs. So some of them, all of them, are just the Pisces. Or some of them, the Cancer doesn't care. So when I say all of them are just the Pisces, the Cancer doesn't care. Like something's going on where the Cancer, the Pisces, like whatever water sign, they're coming through more prominently. But where is the Scorpio? So them coming through more prominently, where is the Scorpio? You may want to know where a Scorpio is, but something's going on where you do business with a grandma or a mom or those are a grandma, a mom, or aunt. They're trying to tell you leave Aries. They're trying to tell you to leave it Aries. The Empress energy could be the Empress energy. If it's not Aries, then the Empress energy is showing up like water sign elements that are parents, like their mothers, their matriarch. I keep getting leave Aries. Their mother's matriarchs of some kind. They're trying to tell you to leave the Aries element. And the Empress energy that you do business with, they're telling the Pisces that you can't leave them, but she's Christian. They're telling the Pisces that the Aries female is Christian. You're telling them that they're Christian, but something's going on, but not really Christian. They're not really Christian. The Aries element is not really Christian, but the not really Christian or the fake Christian is that they use incantations to keep a business deal running. They use incantations and mysticism to keep a business running. And for some reason, you got intertwined with that. I get because of Sag. You got intertwined with that because of a Sag, and now you can't leave that person. But it has something to do with it could be African forms of spirituality and things of that nature, or European mysticism, and or a combination of the two. It just depends. But how to break. So when I said a combination of the two, how to break. But it's an incantation that an Aries element to keep you with them. It's an incantation that Aries did to keep you with them, keep you in a business deal with them. But something's going on with there. You have water sign energy to trying to get you to back out of that or try to get you to leave them. I keep getting I can't. So you can't leave them. So the I can't. The I can't is either it's mystical that you can't, or something's going on with an incantation. But if you back out of something, something strange may happen. So if you back out of something with the Aries element, something strange might happen. That could be that. Hence the reason for them utilizing something mystically to keep you in a business deal with them. That's what a Pisces said. So a Pisces is trying to give the heads up that that's what they did. Or Pisces, Cancer doesn't care, but thinking that you should have left someone a long time ago, like a mom, or like a what do you call it, a mom, or like a business partner that you have that's mystical. It's just a business partner that you have that's mystical, but they're mystical to the point where they use something around you and you can't leave them. But the reason why you can't leave them is because it's mystical. But how does she do that? So how does the Aries element do something? How does a Pisces do something to keep you with them? How does a Pisces do something to keep you with them? You may be finding out that a Pisces female, male, whatever, you may be finding out that they do something mystically to keep you away from Aries. They may do something mystically to keep you away from Aries. But I was getting Christian. So one of those elements fake pray. One of those elements they fake pray. They fake pray, or one of them literally does pray. It could be the Cancer, but pretending to be Christian. So a Cancerian energy may be pretending to be Christian, but they may utilize something mystically that's not really Christian. They may do something mystically that's not anything going on with prayer and those kind of things. That is considered mystical, but it's the fake Christian analogies because they utilize things that are not very that the church like a church would not accept. There's that. The church wouldn't accept some type of way a Pisces has. The church would not accept some type of mystical way that a Pisces has. But they consider themselves to be Christian, but you're calling them fake Christian. Or the Aries element that you do business with is like that. But I keep pretending to go to church or pretending to use the Bible, but prayer. But they may practice other things that the church may not accept. It just depends on what's going on. But that's how they keep a business deal running. They may deem something. They may deem something about Christianity. Christianity did not be strong enough for some reason, but that's what I observed. So that could be what you observe. That's why Nine of Cups energy is there. Okay, so either you realize that. Either you realize that about a Pisces element, or you realize that about an Aries element, or they're both that way. Like that, you have business partners or family members like they go to church but not really Christian. They go to church but they're not really Christian. So the not really Christian is that they practice other things mystically that don't have anything to do with that do not have anything to do with Christianity or Judaism, or they do, but they behind the scenes Masonry behind the scenes I mean Masons are they consider Masons to be Christian, but only a percentage of them are. So when I said considering Masons to be Christians, only a percentage of Masons are Christian. And the other percentage may practice witchcraft. The other percentage of Masons in the United States or in the world, they whatever the percentage is, the other half of that, but Pisces is. So when I said that a Pisces male, female, a Pisces is, and that's something that you didn't know. And the Aries element may be trying to get in. The Aries element may be trying to get in, but them trying to get in, they're trying to keep you in. But I wanted to get back to or trying to get you in. That could be why that could be why you're still with someone. But something's also going on here with like I said, a percentage of them may some is witchcraft, like about a percentage, or something interesting that's underground about something that a percentage of mason of people that are a part of masonry do. Someone's either Christian or witchcraft like about it, and that's what the Aries may be a part of that witchcraft part, but they go to church, but they're Masons. They go to church, but they're Masons. Or a church is a church is run a church that you go to with them, or you do or you're not. A church that you're being invited to go with them, Aries. A church that you're being invited to go with an Aries element is they're Masons. It's Masons that are behind the scenes of a church, but a lot of black churches around the United States, like black churches specifically, like black churches are run by masonry. Black churches around the United States, they're run by masonry, or they're run by masons. And that could be something. That could be something that you're that could be something that you didn't know. That could be something that a Pisces is trying to tell you. Or a Pisces could be Christian, but a Pisces could be Christian and they go to church. But something's going on here where something's going on with them where they don't know pastor is a Mason. They don't know their pastor is a Mason. Their pastor is a Mason. The Pisces pastor is a Mason, or is a Pisces pastor that is a Mason, or something's going on that they don't know the water sign energies. They don't know the business partners are Masons. They don't know they're going to a church that's run by Masons, or they don't know that for some reason. But mind control also. So that something there maybe tied into mind control, or that could be how they get people in, or you are mind control business deal. You are mind controlled into a business deal with the Aries element, but she's a Mason. So you are mind controlled into a business deal with an Aries element, but she's a Mason. The Aries female is a Mason. They call female Masons are Eastern stars. So she's an Eastern star. She's a female Mason. This depends on what's going on. Okay. What you're waiting on is a Two of Wands energy with the Nine of Cups, but I need the fire signs. So you need the fire, but Cancer could tell you where they are. So Two of Wands is that a Cancerian energy or Pisces could tell, but they work together. A Cancer and a Pisces, they work with the fire signs, but not Leo. So they extracted Leo, or they left a Leo alone, but they're detrimental. So the fire sign or the water sign, the Cancer and the Pisces, that they deem what do you call it? They deem a Leo to be detrimental to a family. They deem a Leo to be detrimental to a business or a business deal, but that's what I see. So that could be what you see. But the Nine of Cups energy is getting information from the water sign about that exact thing I just said. You're getting information about the water. You're getting information from the water sign energies about that exact situation. But Leo extracted. You want to know why a Leo is extracted? Why they extracted, but don't function properly. So a Leo may not function properly. That's what a Cancer said. So a Cancer told you that a Leo does not function properly in bed, or they don't function properly in a business deal. They don't function properly in life, period. But I observe they don't function properly in life, period. That's what you observe. That's why the Two of Wands is there with the Nine of Cups, but want to be with Cancer. So the Two of Wands is that you want to be with a Cancer. You want to be with them, or but Pisces doesn't want. So you want to be with a Cancer, but a Pisces doesn't want. Aries element may want them right back. An Aries element may want a Pisces back or a Cancer back. They were functional. So the fire sign energies, not the Leo, the fire sign energy, like the Sag and the Masons, the Sag and the Aries element. Something is important about that. They are not Masons. Like however many people could be Masons in the United States. But people need to make money. People need money. People are suffering there. So they need to join societies in order to survive. But that could be what you observe about the fire sign energies. But the Aries and the Sag are Masons, extracted Leo. The Aries and the Sag are Masons, or they're trying to be Masons, or they're trying to get invitations to become Masons. I'm trying to join. So you're trying to join that, but you need the Aries and the Sag element first before you can go off to join that. But are you functional enough? So you may need to be evaluated. Someone may need to evaluate you to see if you're functional enough to become an Eastern Star, to see if you really belong in Masonry. Are you top notch enough to be a part of that? That could be the evaluation that the fire sign energy, they're already in something, but that's the evaluation that the fire sign energies want to see if you can fulfill. That's why the Two of Wands is there, but they don't want a Leo involved anymore, but they were in something for a long time. So a Leo may have been in something with the fire signs and the Cancer and the Pisces, but don't want them. So when the Cancer and Pisces, they don't want them. The Aries and the Sag may not want them to be a part of they don't want them to get sworn into masonry. They don't want them to become Eastern stars. They don't want them to be whatever it is. They just don't want the Cancer and the Pisces, but they betrayed. So like I said from the beginning, the Pisces told you not to deal with someone that's a Mason. The Pisces told you not to interact or deal with someone that's a Mason. They're not Christian. What or they belong to the percentage of Masons or Eastern stars that are not Masons, that they practice witchcraft or something. That could be what the Pisces element was trying to tell you, but that's why they weren't invited. Or this could be a situation here where the Pisces element and the Cancer, they something's Christian-like about them, but something's going on where they don't realize that they work with Masons already. They go to church with Masons. If they go to church, their business partners, their coworkers are Masons already, but they're extracted. They're trying to tell you you're almost to the finish line with getting sworn into Eastern Star Masonry with the Aries and the Sag, but the Pisces element be trying to tell you to extract. I'm almost done. They're trying to tell you to extract, but you're almost done. You're almost done with the process that you have to. However, the process is like you're almost done with the process. You're almost close to being sworn into receiving receiving your pendant. You're almost close to receiving those things, but they still think you should extract. The water signs still think you should extract. But why are you doing that also? So someone may not understand why you're doing that, and it could be the water sign, and they're extracted. They don't understand why you're doing that, but at the same time they're extracted. That's why I said bragging or show off like with something here, because someone's bragging or show off like with something here because you're invited, and these other water sign and the water sign energies made, but not the Scorpio. So when I say other water sign energies, not the Scorpio they want the Scorpio energy, they may want, but they may not want the Pisces and the Cancer demon to be betrayers. They deem them to be betrayers, but someone's going on where you may be invited, you yourself may be invited. But and the show off energy is coming from you being invited to a lodge, being invited to a Mason lodge, being invited to the Eastern Star Lodge, being invited to those lodges. But it's making somebody jealous also. So you being invited is making somebody jealous. It's making a water sign and a Cancer. It may be making a Cancer jealous, but they kept complaining. So they could have potentially been involved with something, but they kept complaining, or but their parent or their family members may have been intervening with them. There's that, or their business partners. They may have been intervening. Like the Pisces could be connected to the Cancer. Or their friends or their other business partners that were extracted. Their friends and other business partners that they were just extracted. But the Cancerian energies, like parents or their family members, their aunts and their uncles, they realized that the Cancer was really close to joining something as well, but they backed out because of the Pisces criticism. They just backed out because of a Pisces element's criticism. The Pisces that you're tied to, you were almost close to backing out because of their criticism, but you were almost close to backing out because of their criticism, but something's going on where you're telling them that you can't because you're almost done. But prideful, so you're telling them that you can't, but you're almost done is a prideful move. But that an Aries element and a Sag element, that an Aries and a Sag element may observe. If there's nothing going on with masonry and things of that nature, the Nine of Cups, I keep getting bragging. The Nine of Cups is you're bragging. But the two of Wands energy in the waiting position, you could be bragging to fire sign energies, but they want you to stop. So that you're either has something to do with masonry and Eastern Star that you're in, and you're bragging to family members and friends that are not in. You may be bragging to family members and friends that are not in, and the fire sign energies that are in. They're trying to safeguard you by trying to get you to stop bragging. Why are you bragging? So it's nothing to brag about. It's not that serious. The fire sign energies may be trying to tell you that it's not that serious. It's nothing to brag about. A lot of people are already a part of this, right? In a family, a lot of people are already a part of this society or this blood tie. A lot of people in the family are already a part of that. What the hell? What is the need for you to be bragging? But that's what a fire sign observes. So in this office, in this business deal, they're already initiated. What are you bragging about this for? This could be a situation here where you may not know that what do you call it? You may not know. You may be thinking that you're one of the first people to join something, but you're not. You may be thinking that you're one of the first people in a family to join something. You're thinking that you're one of the first people in a workplace or in a business deal to join something, but you're not. They've been in it for a while. For some reason, you don't know that. So people that you are interacting with or you're meeting somewhere, like you think they've been in something for a long period. You're thinking that they are new, but they've been in something for a long period of time. People that you live with, you're thinking that they're new to something, but they've been initiated. They're already people. The people that you don't know that they're already initiated into something from birth. There's certain people that are already initiated into something from birth. Family members and other coworkers. They have, and you could be meeting coworkers that they're sharing with you that they've been blessed into masonry and Eastern Star from birth. But I feel betrayed. So you think that you're like the first one, or you think that you're special or something because you have that kind of stuff going on. But whoever you're interacting with that you think is not yet, they already have been from birth. They already have been from birth, and they may not know that themselves. It just depends on what's going on. If there is not anything like that, the Nine of Cups with the Two of Wands energies that fire sign, and I get lucky. So Nine of Cups and Two of Wands, that you feel really lucky with the fire signs, because if it's not masonry, Eastern Star, it's just a business deal. It is that they promised you a lot of money. It's just a business deal that they promised you a lot of money. And the water sign energies are criticizing that business deal. They want a part of it. That's why. So the water signs are criticizing it because they want a part of it, but they're extracted. But that could be that's what the fire sign sees. Or the fire sign energy don't accept them. The fire sign energies may not accept the water signs for some reason. Or it's just the Scorpio and you that they accept, and it's the Pisces and the Cancer extracted. It's just the Pisces and the Cancer that's extracted in a family, in a workplace, in a business deal. If it's not masonry, I mean, if it's a business deal that racks in a lot of money, you already know that something is mystical behind that. Making a lot of money over another business, something may be mystical there. But sometimes African spirituality like about it, or masonry is tied into the African spirituality. But I didn't know that. So when I said masonry, when I said African spirituality tied into masonry, something there you may not have known, or somebody has a really or European mysticism. All those spiritualities and things, they're intertwined. But I need to study the Nine of Cups with the Two of Wands. I need to study that. You're trying to join into something. This feels like you're trying to join into something but have very little information on. You're trying to join a workplace you have very little information on. You're trying to join a business deal. You're trying to join masonry, Eastern Star. But you have very little. Those are Black organizations. So those are African American, and they have Black they have African lineage tied into that. And it's the European domination. It's just European domination that morphed that into the European domination or rule kind of morphed the idea of Eastern Star. They took it, dismantled it, and turned something there into making it seem like it's their own. The Rosicrucian order may be, like the Rosicrucian European. The Rosicrucian order is European, but something's going on. The masonry, the Eastern Star, is Black. The masonry and the Eastern Star, it belongs to Black people. And that may be something that you could be a white person, and you're talking about masonry and Eastern Star, and be a female mason, but you don't know the history. You may not know the history there, so there may be a need to study. But you're thinking that something only European. You're thinking that something, or some type of societal construct, or a secret society. You're thinking that it's run. Europeans created it, or you think that Europeans are responsible for creating it, formulating it, but that's not true. But it has an African tie, the African tie was dismantled by European domination. I didn't know that, so you may not have known that. But always do research before you join into things. But that's what somebody's saying. So that could be what the fire signs are saying. That's what the Nine of Cups. If it's not masonry and Rosicrucian orders and Illuminati, if it's not anything like that, if it's not anything like that necessarily, you just need to do research on a business deal that you're in, but stealing business partners. So you just need to do research on a business deal that you're in, but you have stealing business partners. That's why the Two of Wands energy is there. But I'm lucky. So okay. You're okay. The luck, you keep saying lucky. Like, you keep thinking that you're lucky with them, but they make a lot of money, but they only give you a little. They may make a lot of money with you, but they only give you a little bit of money. Where's the rest of the money? So they give you a little bit of money, but they give you a little bit of money, but there's a percentage of that money that is being concealed from you, or is being kept away in a safe, but their bank accounts is being kept in their bank accounts. But part of that money may have been supposed to go to you. Part of that money may have been supposed to go, but that's what the water signs are trying to tell you, or are drumming to your head, that's what the fire sign swindling you. The fire sign energy is swindling you, and you don't know. The two of wands with the two of cups energy there, but should I sue them? So you don't want to sue, but mysticism. You don't want to sue because they're mystical. If you sue them, something weird is going to happen or something. If you try to sue them, or call the police on them, they're going to get back at you. They're going to get back at you mystically, or it's going to get back on. They're going to get back at you literally. They're going to get back at you literally. But they're stealing business partners, stealing lovers, stealing. But I didn't know. When I said stealing lover, I didn't know. You know, your lover was stealing fire sign energy, or water sign, but they don't belong. So I said fire sign energy or water sign lover, they don't belong, or water sign energy. For some reason, they're really extracted. They don't belong to something. But the spirit emphasizing that they don't belong to something is because they're actually right about something. But I keep getting stealing business partners. You have stealing business partners. And the water sign energies that are extracted, and on however level of those situations that they're extracted from something, they're actually right about something. And that could be why the fire sign energies don't want to hear them talking to you, because they actually are right about something. But at the same time, they don't want you to listen to people that protect you. The fire signs don't want you to listen to people that protect you, because they're trying to safeguard using you. They're trying to safeguard the fact that they're using you. They're trying to safeguard the fact that they're using you. So they don't want you to listen to they don't want you to listen to people that have their eyeball on them. Also, they don't want you to listen to people that they realize are watching them. They don't want you to listen to people that they realize have their eyeballs on you 24/7. Like the Sag. So the Sag may have their eyeballs on you 24/7, or the Aries, whatever fire sign. The Leo's out for some reason, because the Leo was out for some temporarily. The Leo is out temporarily. But the reason for Leo being out temporarily, water signs, because they were temporarily siding with the water sign energies or something. All right. And the Aries and the Sag are like kings and queens to something that's going on here. uh, Temperance card is in the present. I did say Sag. The Temperance energy is the Sagittarian energy is right here, but stealing. The Sagittarius energy is right here in the present, because they're stealing. They're stealing. Are you stealing from this person? The Cancer sees, or some water sign. These water sign energies, one of them, not the Scorpio. Scorpio may belong with them, or they are there. They accept the Scorpio, but the Pisces and the Cancer see that has been stealing from you for a long period of time. They see that a Sagittarian energy has been stealing from you for a long period of time. Have you been stealing? Have you been with this person? You've been stealing with this person. Like you've been stealing with them. That's why I keep saying. That's why I keep saying lucky. You're lucky with them because you steal with them, but Aries sees. So Aries sees that you steal with them, like with them. That not you stealing from them, vice versa. You steal with them. That's why the water sign energies think you should leave them alone, but toxic for you. So are you toxic for this person? Or the Aries sees that, or something's going on where like the water sign energies deem the Sagittarian energy to be toxic for Aries. The water sign energies deem the Sagittarian energy to be toxic for an Aries, or they deem an Aries to be toxic for a Sag. That could be why that could be what residing with them. That could be why you're residing with the Sagittarian energy. That's why you work or steal with the Sagittarius energy, but we just work together. So if you don't steal with them, you just work with them. But they take a lot of money. They take a lot of money. Do they think you take a lot of money when they're not looking? You take money from them when they're not looking. When I did the Sagittarian reading, I was getting that energy as well, where you may take from them when they're not looking, but I get their bank account also. So you may have a connection, or you have passwords, or you have access to their bank account, but they gave me. So you have access to the Sagittarian energies bank accounts with an S, or bank account, but it's joined. So you share a bank account with them, but maybe you shouldn't do that. So someone thinks that you shouldn't do that anymore. The reason for why you shouldn't do that anymore, because the reason you're missing some part of the puzzle of the situation in the business here that you have going on with them, or something's going on. But I extract. So when I said that, something's going on with extracting. So you're think are you either you're listening to the water signs, either you're listening to the water sign energies, or something's going on. They may need to extract from you, but sees that you're noticing something. Them extracting from you, they see that they're starting to realize that you're noticing something, right, because of an Aries. So they're noticing something that, okay, they're starting to realize something. Okay, whatever it is that they're realizing, it has something to do with what they're doing to you. And Aries may be telling back out. Aries may be telling them to back out, or something's going on with you doing something to this person, and the Aries sees that, and I need to back out. You doing something to this person, and the Aries sees that, and you're like, I need to back out, I need to back down, I need to back out, but can't. So like from the beginning, you can't for some reason, because either something is mystical, something is mystical that someone did. So if you leave, something strange is going to happen, or so if it's not mystical, you're saying that I need money. If it's not mystical, you're just letting something fly because you need money. There's that, and that's why the temperance energy is in the I almost said patience. Yes, it represents patience, but you losing it. You feel like you're gonna lose the patience, but I also get with the water sign. So you may be losing patience with the water sign energies. But what they're saying about a Sag, so it has something to do with what the water sign energies are saying about a Sag, but that's why they're extracted. So that whatever it is, criticizing the Sag, or you protect them, but something isn't right about what the Sag is doing to you in a business deal with accounts, and are you doing that to that person? Water sign energy thinks that you're using them. Water sign energy thinks you're using them, or they think that the Sag is using you, but you can't leave. Aries is involved. You can't leave because the Aries is involved, and the Aries did something mystically to keep you with them, or they did something mystically to the Sag. It depends on what's going on, but that's why we can't leave. So when I said that, that's why we can't leave. That's why you can't leave Aries. That's why you can't leave. You can't leave with a Sag. Why don't leave somewhere? That could be why you don't leave somewhere. Like you don't leave the house. You don't leave the office. You're not leaving the business deal. But I need money. You're not leaving a business deal because you need money. You know, and but something is shady about how money is being made, or someone is just shady about the fact that you have a shared account with this energy, but they take they take a percentage of it, and I get send it somewhere. They may take a percentage of money that you have with a joint account that you have with them, you do or you do not, or it's a business account where you're just finding out how a coworker, or I had a boss, how a boss uses money, how a coworker, another business partner, you're just finding out how they use money. But they send it somewhere, so they send it to another country. They send it to other family members in the United States. They send it to business partners without your permission, or without an Aries element's permission. And that could be what's annoying the Aries. That's why you need the patience to deal with the Aries element. But the Aries is not trying to let go of you, because they prime suspect. Also, the Aries is not letting go of you. They deem you to be a prime suspect. A prime suspect. Somebody's a prime suspect here for some reason to a situation, or it's either it's metaphoric, it's literally somebody's like a prime subject, like a prime subject to a crime. I don't know. They're a prime. Somebody's a prime subject. You deem the Sagittarian energy they stole. You deem them to be that way because they stole something. This could be investigation stuff with Aries. It could be an investigation that is being conducted on you because you're involved. You're involved with these fire signs. It could be an investigation going on with you, but how to hide. So you being involved with these fire signs, and it could be the water sign energies, but only Pisces. So it could be a Pisces that's conducting a private investigation on a business deal that you have going on with a Sag and the Aries element, and that could be why you need to hide, or something is, or you are doing this with on a Sag. You are doing this with an Aries on a Sag, or you're doing this with a Sag on an Aries and another Sag. You're doing this with a Sag on an Aries and an external Sagittarian energy, but we're going to get caught doing that. So you think you're going to get caught doing that? Where's the Leo? So you may need a Leo. You need a patience to deal with a Leo is missing, but they got rid of. So the fire sign energies, the Aries, the Sag, the multiple Aries and Sag elements, but only two. So when I said multiple Aries and Sag elements external, only two of them got rid of the Leo element. Or they had a conversation with them to get them out the way, or they got rid of the Leo. They deceived. They got rid of a Leo because they deceived them. The Leo deceived some type of situation here. So The Leo deceived them, but something's going on. But you conducting private investigation. You're thinking that you're going to get caught. So the Leo being missing is that an external a Sag and Aries, or an external Sag and Aries got rid of them, and that could be why you can't find them. You know what I mean? That could be why you can't find them. That's why the patience is here with the Two of Wands energy, but I need to leave. So the patience, the temperance energy is like, I need to leave, but stop bragging or stop showing off with something. So something that you keep doing, it's making a business deal hotter. Like it's making something really hot. But again, because you keep staying somewhere. So you're not leaving somewhere, you keep staying somewhere, and it's making something really obvious inside of a home, inside of an office, inside of a Mason lodge. I don't know, whatever the setting is, it's making. But I was asked to watch. So when I said that you were asked to watch something, you may have been asked to watch something. You were asked to watch a Sag, or they asked you to watch some. They asked you to watch someone. They could have asked you to watch the water sign energies because they're ruthless. They asked you to watch the water signs because they're ruthless, or they wreak havoc, or they cause problems. But they may not really trying to protect you. They may not really cause those kind of problems. They're just trying to protect you. But the fire sign devious. The fire sign energies that you're tied to may be devious. And they notice that. So that's why they want you to get rid of them. That could be why they want you to get rid of the water signs. They want you to get rid, not the Scorpio. They want you to get rid of a Pisces and a Cancer. And you are going to follow through or not. But if I don't, they're going to hurt me. If I don't, they're going to hurt me. You think if you don't get Cancer or Pisces, you think if you don't get rid of them, however you want to look at get rid of them, you think if you don't get rid of them, that fire sign energy Aries and Sag are going to come after you to get rid of you also. You think they're going to get rid of you also. You think they're going to get rid of you, however you want to look at get rid of you. They're going to try to get rid of you because of betrayal. They're going to try to get rid of you also because of betrayal. So you may not want to listen to the water signs, or you listen to them while the fire sign energies aren't looking, or while they're not there, but they're mystical. So you want to listen to them, but the fire signs are mystical. So you have to be careful into how you look Cancer and Pisces. You have to be careful into how you listen to the Cancer and the Pisces. Okay, jeez, can't leave the fire signs. The world energy is in the future. That's Capricorn energy there. Whew. The instincts has the Six of Cups energy, water sign, and they keep returning. So the water sign energies keep returning with a proposition, an idea, with trying to tell you to leave the fire signs. I'm not going to. They keep returning to tell you to leave the fire signs, but you're not listening to them. You're not trying to leave them. But why are they not listening? Why aren't the water sign energies listening? You want to know why they're not? They're trying to protect you, but at the same time, they're not listening. If it's not the water sign energies, the Six of Cups energy is a Leo. The Six of Cups energy, they didn't really get rid of them. So you're thinking that however you want to look at get rid of, in a sense where they set up something so that somebody can be in the hospital for a long period of time. That's the kind of get rid of you thought was going to happen to a Leo for some reason. That was a kind of get rid of you thought somebody was, but they're okay. Like for some reason your idea of getting rid of is extreme. For some reason, your idea of someone asking you, or your idea of, okay, either it's your idea or it's the fire sign energy's idea. Either you or them. Either the idea of getting rid of someone is to injure them so that they would be permanently out of a business deal. So that they would be permanently out of a business deal, or get rid of them in a sense where get rid of them, like ask them to leave, fire them, lay them off. But I think extreme. So when I said that, you think extreme with that. Okay, you think extreme, but they're coming back out of nowhere. I had to apologize also. So the Leo may be coming back out of nowhere to apologize to you, but or a business deal. They feel they need for betraying it, whatever however they betrayed it. However, you want to look at them betraying a business deal, betraying you, betraying an Aries, betraying a Sag. They could have just left somebody without giving them paperwork. They could have just left a business deal without giving back paperwork, or without giving that they were asked to bring back, without bringing back paperwork that they were asked to bring back. And that could be why the Aries and the Sag let them go. But something is important about the paperwork. So that has other people's information on it. So the paperwork that the Leo was asked to bring back that they didn't, that they could have used it and took it to the police, whatever. Whatever it is that they did, the paperwork, like in a workplace, they didn't bring it back, but using it. So they didn't bring back but the paperwork has other people's names and addresses and information on it, you know? That the Leo had that, but they took it and they took it and gave it to someone else, or that didn't follow through with what they were asked to do. So they just didn't follow through with what they were asked to do with the paperwork, and that could be why the Aries and let them go. That could be why Aries and the Sag let them go. But the job that the Leo element had, you're taking on. The job the Leo element had, you're taking on. But something scary. So a job that a Leo had that they didn't fulfill properly, that the Aries and the Sag saw that they didn't fulfill properly, you're taking on that job, but I'm scared. So you're taking on that job, but for some reason it's making you scared. You know? It's making you scared. So, like I said, water sign energies, they see you're in a business deal that's taking over you. They notice that you're in a business deal that's taking over you. It's taking over you to the point where you're not leaving. You're not leaving like homes. You're not leaving your office. You're not leaving your car. You're not whatever it is that you're not leaving, like an office, like a workplace. You spend hours at the workplace. You're not leaving it because of a Leo's failed work. Because of a Leo's failed work. They could have been asked to conduct something. But they didn't do it properly. So you're taking on their responsibility. I keep getting, I'm scared. You're taking on their responsibility, but you're scared. But you're scared for some reason. But they're coming back to apologize to your other business partners, to other coworkers, or whatever. They're just coming back to apologize, or they, for some reason, but don't really need to do that. They may not really need to do that, but the not really needing to do it because you're taking on their responsibility or a failed job that they couldn't complete. You're taking on, but you may not really want to do that for some reason. But asked to. So you're following through with the other fire signs' needs because you may be scared of them. You may be scared of them. You may be scared of them. But the Leo may not have been, or the Leo isn't. The Leo is not scared of them. You know? The Leo is not scared of them. For some reason, they push over. For some reason, they may deem you to be a pushover. They deem you to be like that. You know, the Sag, the Aries element. They deem you to be that. Because you don't have a lot of information on something. They deem you to be pushed over because you may not have a lot of information on something. Or they only give you a few things. They only give you a few things. They only give you like a few like documents. But I'm missing some. They only give you a few documents, but you're missing some. But the reason for them not giving you all of it, I think you're gonna do something with it. Lose it? I don't know. They think that they're not giving you all of it because they think either they think you're gonna lose it, or they think that you're gonna give it away, or they think whatever. There's something that's going on with how you handle personal information and documents and files, or something's going on that they only give you a little bit, or they give you bit by bit. You know, for some reason they think you can't handle a lot of information for some reason, but the Leo could. The Leo is capable of that, but they did something on purpose to get back at. They did something on purpose to get back at the fire signs. They did something on purpose. They didn't come back. They didn't return with the copies. They did something on purpose to them. It could be because they like you. There's that. It could be because they noticed that they like you. You know. They may like you, but someone is limited and how they work with you for some reason. Okay. Whew. Your accomplishment has the Eight of Wands right next to the Nine of Cups energy, but travel. So Eight of Wands is right next to the Nine of Cups with the water sign energies and needing to travel, but going to get them. So the Eight of Wands right next to the Nine of Cups, you're going to get the water signs. You may need to go get the water, but Sag asks you to do that. So a Sagittarian energy asks you to go pick up the water signs from the bus stop. They ask you to go pick them up at the airport, whatever it is, whatever. They ask you to go pick up the water signs. Go get them from wherever they are. Go get them, but they need to talk to them. So the fire signs may need to. I keep getting scared for some reason. Something that okay. The fire sign energy is asking you to go pick up the water sign energies. It's making you nervous because you don't know what the outcome of a conversation is going to be like, or you don't know what they're going to do to your business partners. You don't know what they're going to do to your business partners. Like I said, these water sign energies, like they could be that betrayed. They're business partners that betrayed something. They're business partners that betrayed an order. They're business partners that betrayed like a workplace or a business deal. But the fire sign energies, interesting punishment also. The fire sign energies may have an idea into how to punish them interestingly. And for some reason, however you want to look at punishment, for some reason you're being asked to, but sees you to be easy. So they're asking you to go pick them up. Go pick up those water sign energies. You know what I mean? Go pick up the Cancer, go pick up the Pisces. What are they going to do? So either it's your mind, either it's in your, that's why the Six Cups energy is there. Either it's your mind, like your thought that you have, like when I go get them, Sag and Aries, when I go get them, what is the Sag and Aries element going to do to them? Are they interrogate them? What are they going to do to them? It just depends on what's going on. Or it's the Leo they can't do that to. It's a Leo that they can't do that to. They can't do that to Leo for some reason, but they're protected. So a Leo may be protected, or the Leo could have restraining orders. The Leo may have restraining orders on a Sag and Aries element. Do you have restraining orders? But I may need that. So you having a restraining order on a Sag and Aries, do they have that on you? But I help them, so they don't have that on you. You help them, but something's going on where you may need an order of protection because of a business deal. You feel like you need an order of protection because of a business deal from them, but they may do their idea of punishment and temporarily getting rid of someone, or they're thinking that they're getting rid of certain people, but the people are okay. They have crutches and things of that nature. However you want to look at get rid of, but they're asking you to go pick up the water signs, and you're terrified because you don't know what ex business partners. You don't know what's going to happen to your ex business partner. Their ex business partner being invited back. Their ex business partners that are being invited back. They're being invited. Why do they want them back? So you want to know why the fire sign energies want that. You want to know why the fire sign energies want a Leo back. You want to know why the fire sign energy, meaning Aries and Sag, but they dominate. The Aries and the Sag dominate, but they may want a Leo back. They may want what do you call it? They may want the Cancer and the Pisces. The Scorpio is already somewhere. Is their pet. The Aries and the Sag deem a Scorpio to be their pet. So they deem a Scorpio to be their pet, but they're hooking you up to go get the Pisces and want them back. They want the Pisces and the Cancer back. They want the Pisces and the Cancer back, but they're religious. You don't understand why the Aries and the Sag want the Cancer and the Pisces back, because the Pisces and the Cancer could have left masonry. They could have left a toxic business deal, or someone is witchcraft like about a business deal, is or is not, or someone is just mind controlling about it, and people aren't getting any sleep and leaving homes and offices and things. That could have been what happened to the water signs. But for some, they left. Then they're Christian, or this religious, or they turn back to religion because of a toxic. They turn back to religion because of a toxic business deal that they were in. But the fire sign energy want to bribe them back. The fire sign energy want to bribe them back. They're trying to bribe them back into something. Bribe them back into something, or their family members. If they're not your family members and co-workers, their family members told them back out. Back out of this. But you're being asked to go pick airport. You're being asked to go pick them up from airports and bus stops, and where else will you pick up people? Go to their house and pick them up? Whatever. Interesting. Your spiritual self has Queen of Wands. There's your Aries or whatever fire sign female. Also a Sag. This is also a Sagittarian energy. That's a female. Aries, female. Leo, female. They're all involved. All these fire sign females are involved. They're involved, they're involved with the business deal that you have they're involved with the males, with the male fire signs. They're all involved with that, but Leo's extracted. So they're all, either it's Leo female, Leo male are extracted. So it could be Aries female, Sagittarian female, Sagittarian male, Aries male. They are involved. All those elements are involved, not the Leos. The Leo male may be coming back, but acts to come back. The Leo male a Leo male may be getting asked to come back. They may be getting asked to come back somewhere. That's why the Eight of Wands but need to get them. So Eight of Wands is that you may need to get a Leo or pick them up as well, but don't know where they live. So you may not know where a Leo lives, but you know where a Cancer and a Pisces live. But because of a Scorpio. So you know where a Pisces and a Cancer live because of a Scorpio, or you already live with the Pisces and the Cancer, or you live with them or the family members or whatever. But people want them back for some reason, and you may not understand why. You may not. It could be a family environment. You yourself may not understand why. You know what I mean? You may not understand why. The Eight of Wands, well, the Queen of Wands energy needs help also. So Eight of Wands, Queen of Wands, they may need help, but traveling to her. So you may need to travel to the Sag female. You need to travel to the Aries female, but does not feel well. So these Queen of Wands energies, like I said from the beginning, it could be a mom or it's a head boss. They're a head boss, but someone's mystical or powerful about a head boss, but they don't feel because of a business deal. They don't feel well because of a business deal. The not feeling well need the water signs. The not feeling well is because they need the water sign input, or they just need the water sign energies, but their information. So they could be asking you to go pick up the water signs because they want their information, because they want their information in the sense where this could be like a plan where the Queen of Wands energy, they're trying to set up something where they're trying to pretend to be nice to the water signs. They want you to pretend to be nice to the water signs by saying, call them, tell them that you want to take them, get to relearn who they are, ask them where they live. They just want their, because so that they could go watch them. They just want that information so they could go watch them. You know that, or you don't know that? I get very little information on that. You have very little information on someone asking you to do that like that. You know? You have very little information on somebody asking you to do that like that. You know what I mean? That could be what's making you scared, because they're not telling you everything. It's making you scared because they're not telling you everything. I feel like a mafia. Like it feels like a mafia or like drug lord stuff almost. Like that's the vibe that Aries. That's the vibe you get with an Aries element. That's the vibe that the Aries element is giving off for some reason. They could be that. I'm just playing. Someone's going. Something about the way they handle a business is like that. It's mafia, a queen of mafia, drug lord, drug queen, like about them for some reason. But the way they run something here, they could be a head, like I said, Mason, and they could be a head or a head Eastern Star or something or whatever. The Ten of Wands energy is in the mentality there. Ten of Wands, difficult with the fire signs and the Six of Cups because you don't want to do something. I'm looking at the Six of Cups. You don't want to go. You don't want to invite the water sign back. You don't want to be. You don't want them to ask you to go pick them up. You see them also. You don't want to see the water sign energies. You betrayed them in a sense, not listening to them and things of that nature. Keep complaining about I can't leave Aries elements and Sag elements. You're telling them because they don't believe something is mystical. So the water signs don't believe something is mystical. They don't believe in something there. They don't believe for some reason. You may be trying to explain that to them, but how you feel. So you may be needing to explain to the water sign energy how you've been feeling. Like this is like a business. If this is a mystical business deal, it's something that's mystical about the business deal. But for some reason, health. For something is mystical about a business deal, but it's something's going on with your health with being in that. Or you think somebody's doing something there mystically and not feeling well and things of that nature. But it has something to do with mystical Aries. It has something to do with the mystical Aries, mystical Sag elements, male, female. Well, they do something mystically, but this is like what this feels like? It's weird. It's like what's that movie? Like vampiric stuff, like but it's metaphysical. Like, but it's some of the vampirism like about it for some reason. It's some of the vampiric about a business deal, or you deem these fire. They're like vampires. Some of the vampiric with their energy in a business deal, and it's starting to take a toll on your health, or it took a toll on the water sign energy's health. That's why they're extracted. However you want to look at health, mental health, physical health, making the right choices, being aware, doing things that make sense. I'm losing control. Doing things that make sense, period. You're losing control, or it's not getting any fresh air and things because of a business deal. Not getting any fresh air because of a business deal, and it's starting to deteriorate you or something. Or one of these elements, or the water sign energies, they notice that about you, but not the same. So they noticing that about you, you're not the same. You're not the same, health-wise, psychologically, whatever. What's changing is the Leo. There's your Leo energy. There's your Leo element there. They didn't even show up here, and now they're showing up here in a changing position, but they're not somewhere. They're not somewhere. You think it for some reason you're thinking that they're coming back, but they're not, or if they are or got rid of. They did come back somewhere, but they were got rid of after. However you want to look at got rid of, they were got rid of after. but they're in a changing position. But I don't want to be in that situation. So the strength card, I don't want to be in a situation that Leo was in. I don't want to be in that situation, but it's because you joined something, or because you got in a business deal that's mystical, because you got in a business deal that's mystical, because you joined something, because you whatever it is that's interesting, workplace. Someone may be mystical about a workplace business deal, but people are getting got rid of really interestingly because they didn't follow through with something that somebody, a top dog, wanted them to do, and that's why you're scared. And with the Leo, with the what do you call it? Strength card energy being in the changing position. If it's not Leo, then it's just strength energy, business deal. It's a strength energy you need to do business. It's just business that you're doing business where you work. And interesting things are going on with where you work, you know, or the work that you do, or the assignments. Things taking tolls on you, things taking physical and mental tolls on you, and water sign family members. If they weren't in a business with you, they're family members and mothers and grandmothers that some of them may be mystical about them because they're religious. They are not, but they maybe trying to pray for you or something. Health deteriorating. Some part of your health is something not right there. Or someone's going. I'm looking at Leo. Something may have happened with their, because of Aries. Something may have happened with their health because of the Aries element. But whatever fire sign female, Leo female, whatever, that could be why a Leo female extracted. Because something happened to a Leo male energy, or whatever. It's a Leo element that something happened to them because of his craziness. I don't want to be in that situation that they were in. Resolution has Hangman going towards the Capricorn energy with the wheel, with the world energy. What did she say? Or something that she knows, or someone's going as a female Capricorn or male Capricorn energy there, or it's both of this Capricorn energy. Period. It's world energy. Hangman, learning something from you. You may be learning something from the Capricorn energies. You're learning something from them. You're just learning something. They're the only earth sign energy here also. So the world is Capricorn. You maybe need to learn, but need to listen to them. So you may need to listen to them about business deals, about Aries and Sag, female, male, fire sign, male, all fire sign elements, male and female. You need to be aware of them. Plans. Be aware of all the fire sign energies plans, or you doing something, or tactics, or people not giving you all the info on purpose. People not giving you all the information on something on purpose because someone's pushed over, or someone's pushed over, or something is what do you call it, or something is easy about you, or something's going on with your energy with easiness. Easiness, however you want to look at easiness. Easiness could be a relationship, Aries. Easiness could just be a relationship that you have going on with the Aries element. It's not a business deal. Someone just easy, or a Sag female. Someone's easy, like easy. You deem them to be easy. You may deem them to be that way, but has more power than you. So the fire sign females have more, whether you're male or female, the fire sign females have more power. They have power over you. They have more power than you. They have more power than you. And that could be why that could be what the water sign energy are trying to tell you, but you're not listening or something, Could be tired as well. Someone is really tired that's going on here. Like you may feel tired, or tired. But the smoking analogy, business deal. The smoking analogy is a business deal. Smoke, like there's a lot of smog. People aren't truth about something. People aren't seeing the truth about something. The smoke is thick in a business deal. Smoke. Or people aren't seeing, or people, whatever, people, or something's gone with smoking literally, or something could have happened with someone's health. Something could have happened to Leo's health because of smoking, but the business deal stressed them out. So something could have happened to the Leo because of smoking, but the business deal stressed them out. The business deal stressed them out, or a job stressed them out. And somebody could be starting to smoke, or you are yourself, whatever. Let's see what the outcome is, and needing to listen to Capricorns and things of that nature, Capricorn energy could be tied to one of these elements. You know what I mean? Water sign. Or the business deal could have something to do with their stuff. The business deal could have something to do with the Capricorn energy's information. If I have, so as a business deal having to do with Capricorn's information, you have their information. Or the fire sign energies gave you that information to hold for whatever stupidness of a reason. All right, let's see. And but the interesting feeling with you, the wellness and the things and not leaving places is because possessive with information. So you're really possessive with someone's information. You're trying to be really possessive with someone's information for whatever reason, and it not making any sense. But that's what that could be what the water sign sees. But they once had that responsibility. So the water sign seeing that they once had that responsibility. They once had that responsibility. Okay, let me see what the outcome is here, Aquarius. Woo, hefty reading, boy. Magician card. Do I need to get mystical? So you're thinking that you yourself need to get mystical for whatever reason. Is it working or it's not? But it's not strong. So whatever you're trying to do mystically, it's not strong. It's not strong enough. Because these ain't crazy. I'm looking at Queen of Wands energy. One of them is crazy to you, or all of them. One of them is crazy, but they dominate you. Their mysticism, their something that they do mystically dominates what you try to do mystically. Whatever it is that they do is more powerful than what you're trying to do. You know, for some reason, it's more powerful. That someone is stronger. It could be African spirituality over European mysticism. It's stronger. The African spirituality, or some parts of it, like Santeria or Yahweh, or what do you call that? What's another one? The Yoruba, whatever. There's so many different. There's so many different parts to African spirituality. It could be stronger. It could be you may only know like Wicca. You may only know like European style, European mysticism. You may only know European forms of how to do things mystically. But something is more powerful with the African mysticism over that. It's more powerful. Obviously, it's root energy. It's more powerful there. It's more powerful. But you may only know European. You may only know the real European. It could be, if it's not mysticism, you only know the European perspective into something. However you want to look at that. And it could be masonry and things of that nature. But you didn't know that something about masonry is African tied there. But something was dismantled about it. And that could be why you need to study. That could be why you need to study. Okay? They needed to study the constructs of a business deal. Study your business partner. They're mystical. Study something about your business partners because they're mystical. But something is important about it because they have more power over you for some reason, and they use you. Some element there uses you, but it has something to do with mystical power and things of that nature. You know, and being more powerful. Period. If it's not mysticism, then it's just power that somebody has over you. Could be a power of attorney that you need to find, a power of attorney or something, you know? Could be a power of attorney kind of situation going on. But I get for an investigation. So something's going on with like power of attorney, but it has something to do with an investigation that's going on here as well. Into why Leo is missing, into something that's going on, in limited information that you're receiving from a Sag. That has to do with limited information that you're receiving from a Sag. And something's going on there. All right? All right. Let me know how it resonates, Aquarius. Be well. Take care. Bye.